Welcome back to Fray Fight. Today we will play Thor, a character that cost me 300 souls when I unlocked him. And we also have Toad. Maybe I'll go for him, but I honestly don't like him. That one was 250 souls, so there were quite a lot of souls put into this. In total I earned a little bit above 1000 souls, and I think for 7.7 hours of playtime and with commentary, you know, so a lot of time of that is wasted, that is a very decent amount. So now I can just spend the rest that we have here on, you know, additional bonuses. Now block damage is quite amazing, but I just want to go for full greed at first. And if we check out what's the most expensive one, we have... Ooh, reroll cost decrease. Yeah, they changed the reroll cost in the game to no longer cost the souls, which honestly was quite stupid. And instead it only costs you gold. So the question would be, do I want to go for reroll cost or interest? I think I'll go for interest, there we go. And then I'll also go for costs of items that it's lower. And we'll go for a little bit of cooldown reduction, you know. It's not a lot, but it's something. And of course, we'll play as 4. And we'll see how far we can get. Now, as you've seen, there's some gold dropped here. And I'll just quickly collect that. Thank you. And Thor has a very interesting attack. Which is, he just shoots out these beams. They are honestly... later down the line, once you get a lot of upgrades, they are amazing. But I think this is something where you just want to have a bunch of upgrades to just buy everything, you know, to deal with the enemies. And ooh, I need 37 gold, very nice. Yeah, it's a thing that you want to have once you upgrade a lot of stuff and you become super overpowered. So now we'll just skip, and I should get 3 gold here, right? Yeah, there we go, perfect. Okay, so the interest is very nice, since early on you'll get a lot of shop offers where you just don't want to buy anything, meaning you'll always get interest on it. And the last time I played, you didn't get a lot of gold from later waves. Now they did a ton of changes. If you want, just check out the description, there's a link to the game, and just read the patch notes. Like, there are a ton of patches that they did on the game, and, well, let's see how far we can get with Thor. I really hope I can get to an infinite run or something like this, like where you just have so much that knocks back the enemies. But there we go. Is there anything that I want to have in here? Not really. I'll just go for an additional shop item and we continue. Very nice. Thank you for the coins. Oh wow, I just noticed these coins gave +2. Oh, did they increase it as well? But yeah, as you can see in that playtime that we had so far, 5 souls. Not amazing, but also it's more than enough. Like, honestly guys, you earn more than enough of the resources here. Alright, well, the skeletons are a bit chunkier. I definitely need some damage upgrades here. So please, no? Nothing still? Okay, let's go for another shop item. Should I go for the trail? Nah, I don't think it's too good. Let's just keep it as it is. Our weapon damage is actually quite insane. Like, it's a really good weapon, but then again, you'd expect that for 300 souls. And not that 300 souls is hard to get, it's just a few games, if you get used to the game. But it's rather that it's, you know, the most expensive character. Probably his price got bumped up because the wizard also increased from 200 to 300. So I would expect this dude would cost 450, but it's just worth it. Ooh. Okay, but the very nice thing that you saw there is they really fixed the hitboxes. They are a lot better to deal with. Now, the boss that is at 10 minutes, he's still a bit bogus. Not completely, you know, you can deal with him. It's just that his attacks are very unfair early on. But later down the line, it will be quite easy. Okay, there we go. My 2 very most favorite upgrades. We have the Soul Catcher and we have Berserk. Let's go for that. And I'll not purchase more. I want to have the bonus gold. There we go. Could it be that the bonus gold didn't apply? Right. Oh, wait. Right, sorry. The interest only applies if you buy nothing at all. Right, alright. I shouldn't forget about that. That is very important. So in that case, I could have spent it, or if I fear that the next time I won't have something to buy, then I get bonus gold. Makes sense. There we go. Now, in my personal opinion, don't just save up gold. It's not worth it, and except when you think you will not reach very far. Like, then you can save it up to have more to buy later. But otherwise, you'll get enough gold that you can buy whatever you want to buy. I mean, my damage is doing quite fine, but I think I just have to take a bit more bonus damage here. Like, the more damage I take, the more damage I'll deal. And there we go, we have an amazing shop ahead of us. Now let's take a look at my gold. Can I buy this? I don't think I can, right? You really want to have the decrease from the item cost, but I think what I'll do here is I'll just go for the lightning damage, because that one is insane, and I'll go for more berserk, and yeah, we already have 36% bonus damage. Boy, okay, I think what they did is they doubled all the coins that you get in value, but they also doubled the costs, and I like that, because small numbers, they just feel bad, right? But do you see how much damage we are doing now? 17. We started out at 3, and now we are at 17, and these dudes start getting melted. Now, obviously, you know, it's still not a free game. You have to, well, you have to work for it, but the more enemies that I kill, the more bonus damage I'll get. So usually what I like to do is I just walk around, and I try to get the squishy guys. But funny enough, yeah, the dudes with the armor here, they are also squishy now. Could you actually attack them? Thank you. Now I'm looking for the flail as well, or in general just weapons that kill the enemies further away. Either further away, that I clear them faster, or I want to have something that bumps them away. There we go. Wow, I actually killed all the enemies on this wave. There we go. And we have, ooh, wow, that is expensive. So what I'll do is I'll go for the item cost here. There we go. And I'll go for berserk. There we go. Nice, Berserk, you now increase the movement speed because we got 3 levels into it, so I'll move faster. Now it did say it will reduce the cost by 5% and it only went down by 3, while it should have been 5. But the reason is, don't forget, we already have a decrease of item cost by I think 10%. So now it went to a total of 15%. Okay, there we go, very nice. Yeah, these dudes are really easy to kill, so I'll just scale up my damage on them. There we go, come on. Ooh. Do you remember the last time I played this, where these where these winged boys, they would just constantly hit me? It feels so good that their hitbox is fitting. Like, it feels so good. Like, did you see that? Nothing hit me here. And in the past, they would have definitely hit me. Okay, let's go over here. Now, the only reason why I do not take more damage to deal more damage is I'm dealing enough damage, and I want to have as much HP as possible for the boss fight. Like, the boss will definitely maybe hit me. The thing is, the boss is actually not that difficult. I gotta say, it's not that difficult. You can deal with that, however, it's also very easy to make a mistake. And if one of his rounds, like one of his full rounds, start hitting you, yeah, you'll take a bunch of damage, like a buttload of damage. Okay, over here, let's go. And next one. What do we have here? Item cost decreased again, I like that. Do I want to have a little bit of max health or just critical chance? I think with the amount of attacks I do, I'll just go for crit chance, or I could also go for max health. Yeah, let's go for max health, there we go, it's fine. And over here, just having a little bit more max health makes it a lot easier to balance out the buff that you have over here. Since it just means it will take more damage to go down. Okay, that one is a bad part, but it means you can have more leftover health, you know? Makes sense. There we go. Oh, it feels so good to collect this stuff without getting hit by bogus hitboxes. Yeah, let's go over here. And there we go. Now keep in mind, the game is updating frequently right now. Like, I think they have made like 3 updates or so in a few days. And the updates are looking really solid. They are looking really promising. And that is what was very important for me in general, just to see, yes, they have a feature where you could buy this purple stuff in the game, but you don't need to at all. And I don't mean by don't need to, oh yeah, you need to spend 5,000 hours to just get one character. I meant in a way that it feels fair. And my fair comparison is always Vampire Survivors, since a lot of these trends were created out of Vampire Survivors. And there we go. I have nothing here. Do I just take the bonus gold? Yeah, I think I'll just take the bonus gold instead of the shop item. There we go, 27 gold, very nice. Ooh, big chungus, guys. Only 16 damage because we have no bonus damage right now. There we go, plus 1% damage. Okay, let me go to the weaker ones. Yes, for this hero, these are the weaker ones. There we go, and nice. So, the lightning strike that we have here, that one is very interesting against bosses. I'm not sure if this is intended to be like this, but the last time I played, they would just remain there. They would just stay there and keep attacking the bosses, like they wouldn't go away. Which to some degree makes sense, but to another degree is like, oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. Now, the best boss killer in this game, by far, is the boomerang. That thing can hit the boss like 10 times with a single throw, and it deals an insane amount of damage, especially because its base damage is insanely high, which means that all the damage scaling that you have, you know, has insane effects on it. Oh. Careful. Please hit the reds. You don't want to hit the reds. It's fine. And let's just go down here. Let's take care of these reds here, and more bonus damage. Wow, I'm actually lacking a lot of bonus damage there. In general, I'm lacking a ton of damage. I definitely have to look for some upgrades, or maybe I should just take a little bit more damage here. Yeah, because I need more gold. The next purchase round could be insanely expensive, so I want to have as much as possible. And did you notice that I move faster now? Like, a lot faster. It's a blessing to have that. Okay, so what do we have here? We have nothing really. I'll go for the soul catcher, and then I'll go for one more shop item. The rest I don't really care about, so let's have the boss fight there. Very nice, the dude was taken over, so I get 2% bonus damage, no, 1%, there we go. Yeah, so as you can see, he's by far not guaranteed to hit me anymore. It used to be like this because of hitboxes, but all I have to do now is I have to stay below him, and he'll do these throws 2 times. That is at least what I experienced. 2 times in total at maximum, and after that, just, you know, he will always charge at you. Okay, there he's throwing, let's go down here. Oh, that is a bad position, but yeah, still didn't hit me, very nice. And this was the last throw, as far as I know. Wait, plus 4 coins. Oh boy, that's a lot. Okay, let's see if he throws again. No, he's charging, but he doesn't seem to be throwing anymore. That means if you survive the initial 2 salvas that he does, you know. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, give me that, give me that, give me that. Okay, give me that, give me that. More. No. Okay, well, I missed 2, but they'll be on the new map. Like, they move over, so it's fine. There we have 200 gold. Well, not 200 gold. We have increase in damage. We have one more shop item, and I think I'll go for the max health here. There we go. I always like doing this in games for some reason. I don't fully understand it, but I really like just going for a singular weapon and attempting to just win with that weapon. Now, we will not do this entirely. I will go for some other weapons. One that I really want to try out is the shuriken. And I want to see, well, it's no longer shuriken, it's like a magic bubbles now. But I want to see how good they become if you get a lot of reach. Careful. We are scaling up very quickly though. Keep that in mind, every single kill that I do is 1% bonus damage. And this is just the amazement of this character. Yeah, over here, there we go. It's just a perfect character for farming, but you do need to get started in the very beginning. Otherwise it's like, yeah, I'm just standing here, I'm getting overwhelmed, and I just die. Over here. So it pretty much depends on what upgrades you get early on. And I would just advise, go for 47 gold early on, or whatever is needed to buy the first upgrade, and hope for a damage upgrade. If you get that, you have a free game ahead of you. I mean, just look at this. This character is stupidly strong. But funny enough, the last time where I played, I actually played the normal character with, not with the boomerang, with the flail. And that was stronger than this character here. So, yeah. There we go. I think I just want to take a little bit of damage here. So in the next round, I'll just stand still. Okay, we have item cost again, very good. We have the soul catcher. Ooh, they're getting quite pricey now. I'm not sure if I can keep up with that very soon. Okay, can I kill these guys? Wait, they can damage me. There, damage me. Damage me. More damage. And more damage. And more damage. And more damage. Okay, I think this is good. Well, let's go to 150. 148. Maybe a red. 151. Okay, very good. Do you see how fast I am now? Do you see this? This will be so easy to just collect everything on the stage. And I do believe I can just stand still and watch this beauty happen. Like, this character is just beyond busted if you get going, if you get the right upgrades. But in my experience, it's not really hard to get the right upgrades, as long as you put some time into it, like re-rolling on the very first attempt, where you just reset the stage, or, well, you just save up the gold, you know, and then you add additional shop slots, and there's that. It's that simple. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, I didn't even use rerolls, right? Yeah, not once. Maybe I should do that. I'm just so used to not using them because they used to cost these souls, the gems, and that was not worth it. You paid like 15 of these souls for it, and that is just way too much. Okay, Over here. Wow, that was it. Do you see how quickly we killed the entire wave? Yeah, that is Thor. I mean, that's kind of what you would expect, right, from a demigod. But is he a demigod or is he an actual god? Oh, I'm gonna get schooled on this really badly. Oh, wow, okay, rerolling is very expensive now, but I guess everything got more expensive, so it makes sense. I think, do I want to go for more Berserk or for more Soul Catcher? I think I'll go for Berserk, there we go. And we have a change in the background. 35 damage, well, it's fine, you know. It looks like they fixed the lightning, that it gets stuck on enemies when they don't die, which I'm a bit sad about. It was really broken. I really enjoyed that, but it's okay. It's fine. And over here, oh my god. This is just amazing. Just walk through the enemies, watch the numbers go up, and that's what you gotta do. There we go. Come on, over here, over here. Especially after playing Potato and getting more used to the style. Like, this is pretty much the style of Potato, right? I actually enjoyed quite a lot more. Like, in the beginning, yeah, you gotta get used to it. It's definitely not something that you see every other day. But, well, mostly because Vampire Survivors, right? But it's actually quite a lot of fun to play this. Well, actually, the very first time where I saw this was on, more or less in the same way, in Stardew Valley. Do you know that the minigame that you can play, where you have the ranger that just shoots bullets, and you get random upgrades from killing the enemies, and then you get gold, and you use the gold when you come across a shop or so to buy that? Actually, I think that was more like, what is it called? That was more inspired by Isaac. Or Isaac. Isaac. Yeah, Isaac. The game Isaac. Yeah, I think it was more inspired by that one. Boy, that took me like 15 seconds to get the name. Okay, more Soul Catcher. And do I want to have anything else? I could go for more slots, because what I really need is the one that increases, or decreases the item cost, not increases. That would be horrible. But there we go. Should I take a bit more damage? Yeah, there we go. At wave 20, the next boss will spawn. And as far as I know, at wave 30, this is where the last boss is. Now, there might be more bosses, and I'll check out the patch notes after we hit 30 and fought against the boss. But if that's it, then we will just stop there. Because after that, the game will just repeat itself all the time with slightly stronger enemies. And that means you just sit there and you farm your resources. There we go. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. Very nice. And over here and through here. Okay, yeah, I would say it's going really well. I don't think I actually have to move around. But actually, I want to try that out. Next round, I will not move around at all. And just see if that will work out. Now, you might have noticed the minute timer will get longer and longer and longer the further we go in. That means you'll end up farming so much more of the souls and the resources in general. There we go. Great. This was where I didn't want to buy anything to get some solid bonus gold, but I'll go for the item cost. And I guess then I can also go for an... actually, no, I'll keep it as it is, because it's actually quite expensive. It's not that I can't afford it, it's just that I'm very greedy. If I see something that doesn't benefit me, I don't want it. There we go. It does benefit me, but it benefits me in the future. And, you know, us humans, we are not very good to think of the future. We are more like, yep, that thing will kill me and I'll do it because I enjoy it right now. Oh, it feels so good to run so close to the enemies and not get hit. Okay, I mean, if I run right into them, I will obviously get hit. But did you see that, how I circled him and I... Ooh, careful, Dex. I mean, like, you know, I'm not invulnerable. I can get overrun. Especially because the bottom one here takes quite some time to build up. Like, it's not even maxed out yet, right? Ooh, there we go. Oh, more of the souls. Thank you. More gold. Oh, this character is just busted. This is just amazing. And I don't even think you... Oh, 69, that was nice. I don't even think you can really nerf him, in all honesty. Because the only way to properly nerf him, well, properly in quotation marks, would be to say, okay, you just don't deal enough damage to clear the enemies. It's like, yeah, but what do I do now? Like, you know, in wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, where you maybe not have other weapons or so. I don't know. Oh, but this is farming haven. Oh my god, there we go. Finally reduces cooldown. I've been waiting for you. Should I also go... Actually, you know, I could also do nothing. I could also do nothing at all and just 110 gold. You know, 110 gold is a lot. It's really a lot. Nah, let's go for the cooldown here. And let's go for the crit. I need some more damage in the future. Okay, crit please. Crit, crit. Come on. It's a 1 in 10. You can critically strike. Come on, come on. Dude. Can you even crit? I think I saw an 82 there. Now let me see. Okay, it's really hard to see anything because the numbers are all over the place. I don't think the weapon is critically striking. Oh, there was a 63, but there was a 72. It's not a 2 times multiplier, I would say. Which I guess makes sense, because you can bump up the crit damage. You can increase that. Okay, the standing still... Wait, yeah, I want to stand still. I messed it up already. I'll do it next round if I don't forget about it. And there we go, over here. And how much are we? 200% almost? Ooh, I have to be very careful here. There we go. 112. 143? Wait, but that is almost doubled. It did 74, doubled would be 148, and it did 143. Okay, I'm really confused by these numbers. Ah, okay, well, it also depends if it's jumping. I think when it jumps, it deals a little bit less damage sometimes. Not always, but sometimes, for some reason. Oh, and the enemies also have different armor, I think. Okay, let's get all the goodies here. There we go. You don't lose anything unless you go to a different stage. Like, sometimes it shifts the background, and then it can happen that you don't get the stuff that was on the floor. Okay, oh my god. I want all of these. So let's go for this one first, then let's go for this one, then let's go for crit. And I'm poor. I don't have anything anymore. Whoop, could you... Oh, gold fairy. Oh my god. Oh, how much was that? 600... What? 700 gold, just like this. Okay. I mean, you know, I just said I'm poor. No, I'm no longer poor. There we go. Okay, let's run through here. And, ooh, down here, I want that. Dex, you said you don't want to move. Okay, let's just pretend I didn't move so far. Actually, that is totally wrong, because I already got so much in the bonus here, that now I'm just way stronger. Don't you love it when you're this... Oh, that's 69, nice. Don't you love it when you're this powerful, and you just sit there, and you look at all the enemies die, and they can't do anything? It actually takes longer to kill them now than it does with just moving around. I think I've proven the point. I don't need to stand still. Now I want to see... Ooh, careful. Careful. Wah. Wah. There we go. Oh my god, I have almost 1k again. Over here. And over here. So these guys, as someone pointed out right, they always try to walk away when you attack into their direction or so. And if you have a weapon that just constantly keeps attacking, yeah, then they will just wiggle around. There we go. Item costs decrease again. Yeah, sure, why not? It is worthy. Should I go for one more shop item? I think I'll do it now. There we go. Because in the future, I just want to have more of these item cost decreases. Boy, that dude is really tanky. But, I mean, that shows how powerful we are right now. Even these tanky dudes, they just die. And the red, there we go. And over here. Ooh, careful, careful. And through here. Okay, well, there we go. No, that looks amazing. And more souls. Ooh, can I kill them before they damage me? Wow, that was really close. Like, really, really close. These slimes are your #1 enemies. They are so bulky, it's insane. Like, you really need to have crit damage and critical damage increase. Not crit damage and critical damage increase. Crit chance and critical damage increase to deal with them very quickly. Now, one thing I already pointed out, with this build, the issue is that you first need to kill enemies to get going, right? That means, if there are a ton of strong enemies around you because you didn't clear them in the previous round, you'll just get overwhelmed. You'll just die. That was it. Oh my god, I get so much gold here. Isn't it? Okay, I gotta be honest, isn't it a little bit too much gold? Because so far, almost always, except for rare occasions, I could just buy everything that I wanted to have. There we go. And you, thank you. Item cost again. Let's go for it. And I'll go for the crit chance here. Do I want to go for the pickup from further away? Sure, why not? I mean, I can afford it. I still have 556 gold after buying all of that. Which, to be fair, put in perspective is like 1 or 2 upgrades, depending on what they are. Oh, yeah, this is about bulky guys. So let's rush over here to the easy ones. I'm not dealing a lot of damage to them. Oh, careful. Oh. Okay, I have to stack this up very quickly. Now, the good thing is, this purple thing, it will reach... Okay, it's not good. It will reach a maximum always at 250% unless they change that. However, if you buy more of it, then the increase is faster. Like, I think right now we have no? Yeah, we have 1.5% if I see that right. Because it went from 210% to 212 and then to 213. There we go. Very nice. Ooh, that was close. Now I'm slowly recovering health. That means eventually I will have to take some damage from the enemies to lower it again. But I would say I'm more than fine. Like, it's not like they can do anything against me. I don't need damage right now. And the next wave is the next boss. So I kind of want to get max HP plus 50 on the next shop. That would be amazing. Okay. Now that I think about it, I actually want to keep the enemies alive. As many as I can. Okay, let's try to avoid them actually. The reason is I will get bonus damage once I get teleported to the shop if I kill them. Okay, so what do we have here? Pickup range, okay, we have the health, very good. So we go for cooldown reduction, we go for crit, we go for health. I can't afford more, but I think this is more than fine. And let's go. Yeah, do you see that how many enemies are now here? This is the bonus damage I just got. And this dude, he's actually really difficult. I don't fully understand how he works, but this boy can deal so much damage to you. Now, the beginning is very easy, right? He just does this breath, where I'm like, what is he even doing? And then this happens. Oh my god, that was close. That was really close. I nearly walked on top of that. Okay, throw the axe, please. Throw the axe. Ooh, a second one. Ooh, okay, very close. He becomes faster, I think. Well, it's fine. There we go. I don't understand what this breath does. I really don't understand it. I feel like it's for when you have melee weapons and you're close to him, then he can damage you with it. But there we go. Not 1.4k gold. Okay. Should I go for more cooldown here or should I just save the money? No, I'll go for more cooldown. I'll also go for more max health. And I'll go for crit damage. And I'll go for damage blocked. Very nice. Okay, could you hit me? Oh, aua. Ooh, ow, that is... Ooh. Okay, I'll try to stay around 100. I think that is a very good value. Could you actually... Guys. Uh-oh. Okay, I really need to bump up this damage. Do you now know what I was talking about? With if you don't have enough damage early on, you will just get overwhelmed. Yeah, this is happening right now. I need to get another weapon, something that helps me deal with them early on. Ah, beautiful. This feels so good. And if you would know the struggles that I went through before everything got buffed, then you would appreciate this a lot more. Ah. And there we go. Item costs again decrease. Very nice. Do I want to go for block damage? Those. Oh, wow. Very nice HP value. I'm not too sure. Okay, let's go for it. Because I have a fear that the enemies will eventually become so bulky that I can't deal with them early on. And I will need to face tank them. Which would actually mean I want to have HP regeneration. Okay, easy enemies up here. Easy enemies. Yes. Get up the value over there. I want to have bonus damage. There's just something very satisfying about running around the enemies and just killing all of them. Well, I mean, that's kind of the point of the game, you know. But there we go. And ooh, these flowers, they're chunky. Let's get the gold. Let's get this gold. I want to get one of these fairies again. That was like, what was that, 700 gold or so. At this point, it's maybe a bit more because the gold keeps increasing. Oh, wow. My damage is actually really bad. What? Look at my damage numbers, they are so insane. Sometimes it's like 400, 450 over there. But it's still not enough for them. What? They really adjusted the ramp up of the game. You know, that it's more in line. That you like at one point when I played, I got so overpowered that I just intentionally ran into the enemies to kill myself. That was the screenshot that I showed in the very beginning. Like, I didn't naturally die to the enemies overwhelming me. I just kept going forever. Oh, there we go. Okay, what do we have here? So we do have max health. We also have the coin pickup range, which I kind of want, but let's go for max health first and then crit damage. Yeah, and I can't afford anything else. So let's continue. There we go. How many shop decreases do I have? 7. Okay, that means most likely there are 10. Maybe there are even more. Uh-oh. 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 Ooh, my damage is very, very low. Ah, okay, my health is also very high right now. Like, the 169% bonus, it's not that much. Like, you can have this at 200% easily. There we go, over here. Oh. But the moment you get going, it's just nuking everything. Ooh. So how does the right click... Okay, so very interestingly, if you use the left click, you can move around. Like, do you see that, how it follows my cursor? However, if you use right click... Okay, I don't really want to do that because that will kill me. You can click any... Wow, careful. Yeah, that's what I meant. You can click anywhere and he will just walk there. Which is actually quite good if you just want to collect all the gold. Arguably, I rather want to do it myself. Like, I want to make sure that I know where I'm walking. Uh-oh. How am I not killing these guys? Am I this far behind? Well, with the weapon, you kind of want to be in between all the enemies so it can jump around a ton. And that just doesn't happen for me. 50% chance for mobs to explode on death. You know what, let's just do it. I want to see what happens if you have that. Oh, well, I mean, obviously they would explode, but how much damage does it do to its surroundings? How would I figure that one out? Did that even work? It didn't feel like it worked. Well, no, there are a lot of 50 numbers going on. Yeah, okay, I think it does work. It's a little help here. Wow, that's actually really good. Like, if you think about it, my weapon just hits multiple enemies all the time, so they die in completely random spots. And with the explosions, if they are surrounded by enemies, yeah, that might be a 250 damage explosion. There we go. Ooh, careful, Dex. I need more damage block. Like, I need a ton of damage block. Okay, how much gold do we have? 1.5k. Let's go for damage block. Oh, I can increase the explosion damage. Yeah, I don't think I care about that too much. Let's go for this one. I mean, I could, so let's do it. There we go. Ooh, oh, fairy. How much gold is that? Oh my god, that is so much. Oh. Well, I just got 1.2k. Okay. I have... No, it's fine. Okay. It really depends on how this weapon attacks. Like, sometimes, one jump... Oh my god. Oh, Dex, you have to be very careful here. Yeah, I need bonus HP. No, I need HP regeneration. I have to get that next time. It's just when I see it, you know, it's no immediate effect that helps me. As in, I don't earn anything out of it, so I'm like, I don't want to. I want to have damage. I don't want to have something that protects me. Well, I guess I also went for protection. And HP. Yeah, okay. Ooh, 229% bonus damage though. That is a lot. Let's go over here. Okay, I see a lot of explosions. The cheeky ones are the ones that just somehow magically manage to stay alive and then you bump into them. Those are the ones that cause all the problems for me. Like when I want to go somewhere to collect the gold, and there are like 10 enemies, right? And 9 of them die, but 1 is still left there. Let's kill the ghosties. Very nice. That almost looked like the bat just carried the gold, but that was my attraction pulling it in. My attraction. What? You get what I mean. Wait, it is called attraction, right? Yeah, it should be. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I totally forgot we never got upgrades for the lightning. Wait, what? Okay, well, let's go for that. Okay, lightning. Cooldown reduction. Max health, damage blocked. Very good. And one more shop item, sure. Why not? Actually, I think that was overkill. Because I can't afford all of them either way. When on a normal round, you know, without the fairy. So, yeah, I think that was overkill. Maybe I could get another fairy, you know? Could just give me another fairy. Ooh, okay. All it takes is one of these big chunky guys hitting on me, and I'm dead. Wow. What a chain effect. Okay, I need more explosion damage. Like, I need a lot more explosion damage. Can you not do that, please? Wait, the explosion damage is insane with this purple one, right? Because you just start spamming this like crazy in the very beginning. Like, you just need to kill one big enemy with your weapon that bounces around, and then a huge chain of explosions. Yeah, look at this. Look at this chain. But it's amazing. So one thing that I was really annoyed by, and I'm gonna risk the entire run right now. Should I do that? Okay, so the enemies used to spawn on top of you when you were in a corner like this, and it was really frustrating. They fixed that. They fixed that. Oh my god, that is amazing. And the explosions. Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. More purple stuff. 126. It's not bad. It's not bad. That is at least 2 upgrades. And keep in mind, I'm already at a point where my upgrades started ramping up a lot. There we go. Over here. And I'll just get the gold instead of the purple stuff. Very nice. So what do we have here now? We have the flail. Now the question is, do I want to have the flail? I don't think so. I think I'll go for cooldown. And as I said, I'll go for the health regeneration. Like, I think it's just desperately needed. And some more gold. This is so satisfying. These bomb explosions. I can't believe I never used them. They are so good. I mean, I don't know if they actually kill something, but according to the chain reaction, they should do a lot of killing, right? Or is this maybe really my lightning just going through all the enemies and killing them? No, I don't think so. Yeah, over there was no lightning. That is just explosion power. Wow. Hey, do you guys want to give me a fairy? The fairies, by the way, they seem to be random. So it's not like you always get them on the levels where I got them. In the past, I once got them at minute... No, not minute 10. Wave 10. In the boss fight, there was one. They are definitely not set in stone, unless they are. And with the updates, they just change at what waves they appear. Ooh, careful. I actually didn't kill all of them. Wow. Yeah, a lot of them stayed alive. Okay, so the bouncy lines, I used them in the past, but at this point, they barely deal any damage. It's not worth it. So let's go for cooldown reduction and crit damage? Sure, why not? Oh, careful, Dex. Yeah, let's just start ramping up the damage and I can deal with them. We are just a few oh my god, that was close. We are just a few waves away from the next boss. And I think after that we are done. As I said, I'll check the patch notes if there's a new boss added. But otherwise, I'll just stop it there. Of course, I could continue. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I could just let it run to earn more of the souls. Yeah, maybe I'll do that because I want to have all the upgrades. Like, I want to see how much the upgrades cost so I can give a fair valuation how much you actually need. There we go. Oh, more chain lightning damage. There we go. And do I go for more max HP? Crit damage. Oh, maybe I'll regret this. We're doing fine. Just one more wave. So this is the final wave pretty much. Ooh, let's do this one together because I skipped the majority of the other waves. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Yeah. Good that I have a lot of block damage. Like, I think otherwise I might have been nearly dead. I mean, I don't actually know if this is really a one-to-one conversion. Like, where it says plus 8 block damage, does it really only remove 8 damage? Or is this like the ability to block damage gets plus 8? Whatever that really means in numbers. There we go. Because sometimes they will just one-shot you. Well, I guess that's because I also have 500 health, right? So it looks like they don't deal a lot of damage, while they might just have taken a huge amount of HP away. Okay. Well, let's farm some more gold. So up until wave 30... Yeah, there we go. I want to see how much of the purple stuff we've earned after we kill the boss, because I think he also gives the purple stuff, the souls. I'm actually not too sure about that one. And yet again, I don't want to kill all the enemies here. Come on, explosions, stop that. They are just killing everything. Okay, let's stay down here. And let's just hope most of the enemies don't die. Dude, there are so many enemies that will get taken over. Oh my god. Okay, chain lightning plus 1 again, perfect. Cooldown also perfect. And oh. Uh-oh. I want to have the bonus HP because it instantly applies. Well, guys, let's go. Okay, where are all the enemies? What? Why are they not taken over? Okay, Mr. Slimy. Can I not damage these? It it almost feels like I can't. Okay. Do you do something else, or am I just too overpowered and you can't do anything? The nice part is about this one, right? Because it gives you so much movement speed. Oh my god. What just happened there damage-wise? Did you see that? With all the insane damage numbers. Wait, that was crazy. Okay, now just walk behind him. He didn't damage me, so the hitbox is also right on this dude. There we go. Oh! Give me that, give me that, give me that. I wish you just had 5 more seconds to collect this stuff. Oh my god. 4,000 gold! Oh my god. Okay, I just got enough of these ammo upgrades and now it reflects damage from monsters. I need to get more of them and see if they do something. Okay, it looks like there's no boss at wave 40. I'm not too sure if I just want to continue here because I want to farm the purple stuff. Well, that much about the greed, you know? Just ran into a tree and died. I mean, okay, let's check out the graph. Oh my god. Oh, well, that is interesting. I'm not exactly sure what to make out of this. I mean, okay, damage taken, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Results, there we go. Looks good.